Hey guys, so I'm going to edit some of the wedding section that we did. I'm in Lightroom, I have my Visco presets and I use LXC ever so occasionally. Hopefully they'll start changing. So usually what I do is I go through a few that I like and have a bit of a play because you can never quite be too sure what's going to look good. So this is one of my wedding favorites, which is this one. I don't know how you find out more about it, but yeah, this one. And so what I tend to do is I tend to play with the shadows quite a fair bit. Now I think this is going to look best like this. Greens I like to take down the saturation just a smidgen on, and yellows I like to just de-yellow. So unfortunately that has a bit of an annoying effect there. So maybe orange can get rid of, yeah, there we go. So just playing around until I'm happy. That should do. I up the sharpening, I decrease the grain. Sometimes I play with this a little bit as well, just to have a gander. Somewhere around that is fine for me. And so now I've got my preset. Literally, I'll just apply that. Wait, okay, so then we can see Merika looks a little bit light over here. So I'm taking down my shadows, taking down my highlights. Now, instead of taking down my whites, it kind of looks alright though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the orange, like this, because that will have the effect that I want it to have. So looking pretty good. And then literally on to the next one. There we go. Oh, I love this portrait. I think that's beautiful. I use this little tool here just to straighten out. Done. Lovely. If I want to have a play with the yellows just to see, but I feel like it's pretty good as is. I would say that's how I would want it to look. And literally repeat, just adjusting as I go. So I think this looks quite nice. Ooh. Keep those down like so. Beautiful. And this one, hey, it's a group shot. That's gonna make it into the behind the scenes. There we go. And so just remembering to fix everything because it'll copy whatever was your last action straight over. So this one I really like, but obviously it's a bit dark. So what I'll do is just bring up all of it. Lovely. Oh, they make me giggle, these two. Lovely stuff. And straighten out. Very nice. Very nice. And just playing around to make sure I'm on top of everything. And see, this one has a bit of blue in, so I'm going to bring that up because I quite like the blue. There we go. Looking good. And repeat when it decides to change. There we go. So this is literally what I do when I edit wedding pictures. Literally just this. So I pick a preset and I try and keep them one and the same, but just with tweaks. I think the thing that takes me the longest when I'm doing my wedding editing is airbrushing afterwards. Now James and Merika are pretty beautiful, so we don't need to do very much of that. But for regular weddings, I do a lot of kind of taking out chins and creating jawlines and shrinking arms and things like that. I always ask permission because this is a bit of a grey area, I think, with wedding couples, is whether, and with photographers as well, is whether you want to be the photographer that airbrushes people. I'm alright with it because I would like to be airbrushed if I ever got married. But it's always worth checking with your couple in particular, because everyone will have different views of it and what they would like. Some brides I broach it with and they just go, oh my god, yes please, this is why I hired you. I've had that one before. Some people are less enthusiastic and they're not less enthusiastic, they just don't really care. So it depends on your couple, but it's worth asking. We got one coming up. This girl, Joe. Okay, I'm gonna brighten you up, Joe. Hey. Oh, I'm doing the wrong. Oh, I quite like that though because her hair looks all cray-cray. Let's take down that orange. There we go. There's Joe. Woohoo! And then I'm going to carry this one over. So yeah, those are my rules. In fact, what I'll do on this one is I'll show you guys a little bit how I would just kind of edit around like hair and stuff like that, because I do occasionally have grooms ask me to fill in hair, and it'll just be a useful tactic, I reckon. Oh, the light in this is beautiful, but it does mean we're going to have to drop the... there we go. Beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm going to bring up the oranges again now. And just play with the white balance on this one a little bit. There we go. Maybe I'll just chuck it back to 0. There we go. Lovely and beautiful. Who did the posing on this? I believe it was Emma. I could be wrong, but good work. Looks bloody lovely. There we go. So when I'm doing wedding photos as well, very, very often I'll have the blacks like up top as high as they can go, because I find that blacks are what makes people look most shadowy, I suppose. And I like to go bright. I tend to be as bright as I can. I'm going to also show you how to airbrush things like Kirby grips out, because Rosie didn't think that through very much. But yeah, blacks around here, shadows around here, highlights low. That's my typical view. Do I want to maybe take... Okay, I'm going to de-red James. So I'm just going to bring the red to a bit more orangey. And then going to reduce that just a smidge. And then going to bring that down, both luminance. There we go. Just to kind of even out the colours a little bit. Then onto this one, carry that through. Very cute. And now we might need a whole different set here, because this is a different setup. First of all, I'm just going to straighten it out. Very nice. Second of all, we've now got blues, so let's bring that in. Go. And let me see. So yellows are going to be a big role in this. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. I like that quite strong as well. There we go. And then what I'll tend to do as well is just run through to see if I've got any other colour patterns that I like. So I'll try this one, and I'll teach you how to go back if you regret changing it. So again, typical colour pattern. Gonna yellow that out. I can't go too yellow though, otherwise the grass looks really weird. There we go, and let's play. Nah, I think I prefer the other one. So if you do that and you go whoopsie, you just scroll right down to the bottom, which says history, and it was before I changed the preset, so here we go. Yeah, so I prefer that. And again here, lovely. And that is how I do my wedding editing. You're very welcome. And we also, I did one of Alex as well, which looks well cool. Yeah, so then I'll go and open them all up in GIMP. So I'll be back, I'll pause you now, and we'll do a little bit of airbrushing. So, just to resume for a second, I remember how I chased those seagulls. Well, I found this stock photo of seagull, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to use this. Let me see what happens when I press previous. Aha! There we go. So I'm just applying the same, what's it called, filter onto the seagulls, because I'm going to put some of these in the picture, because damn right I want a frickin' seagull. So yeah, so just exporting that too. Meh. Photoshop. What? GIMP. Okay, here we go. So, here we have James and Merika. So first things first, I'm going to show you all my tricks. I just like to smooth over all skin, which means all skin. Some people don't like doing this. Great how I focused on James's tie there, but whatever, I don't really care. It's a nice picture. I use the clone tool for this, so I take an area that's lighter than I want to put it. and just click it over. Lowish opacity, 30 is usually my game, and literally just smoothing the skin out so all the colours, are just blended into one, which is really, really nice. It's how I prefer to use it. And I'm also going to up the opacity and just smooth out bits of hair as well, because don't know if you're a girl or you're me, but when I have hair in my face, it pisses me off. So I tend to just apply my logic to other people, which may or may not be right, but it works for me, and it gives me my style, I suppose, and that's why people book me. There we go, so there we go, and then same for James, so just evening bits out, and nice large brush. We want to keep the opacity low. There we go, perfect. Oh, and then you can also bring along bits on the jaw as well. Men love a good jaw. There we go, looking very good, guys, looking very good. Perfect. Okay, so export. And next up, I want to do a seagull one, I think. So let's go for, now, I like, of these two, I prefer this one. Goodbye. I like this one a lot though. This one's super cute. Okay, let's put them in, both of them. So we'll open our seagull up, and we will copy and start with this one. Paste. I'm gonna make them kind of big because I want them to be as though they're like swooping around them, like so. And I have no idea what I'm doing here. I mean, there's a method to the madness, but I'm just gonna go with whatever works at the moment. Let's have a look. See. So, kind of chuck it into the place you want them to be, and take James and Merika back in for a second. Now, I'm gonna not layer these in, because I want them to look as realistic as possible. So I'm going to do the long way round. There are ways you can layer it in. I think this might work, might not work. Layers, multiply might do the trick. Right, okay, so multiply the layer, and then take your curves, bring down the blacks and bring up the, there we go. So that's one way of putting birds in, and then maybe even bring up the blues a bit, because maybe not that much, because they're kind of lacking just a smidgen. There we go. So that's one way of putting birds in, but I want to make them look, I want this to look awesome. So I'm going to not multiply. I'm going to edit them in long way round. So here we go. I don't know, I feel like they just look a bit more realistic like that. So it's going to be a horrible, horrible case. And I will do like literally one bird and then come back to you, otherwise you'll be watching this for hours. So I'm using the eraser brush here, and I'm just editing out all the way around and coming in nice and close. Smaller the brush, the more detailed it's going to be. So no one cares if you can see feathers or not. That's the general rule. Just close enough so that it looks like a seagull. Okay. There we go. I remember they're flying, so it's okay for your editing to be a bit meh and a bit blurry. And I'm literally just going to repeat this process with all the seagulls, which will take me a fucking gauge. So, yeah. It's a nice small brush. Ooh. Now, some people use a tablet for this. I use a mouse because I just find it's better. I'm also going to take out some of the white around the wings as well. So I'm going to click off, and you can just see that one seagull is in, like so. So I'm going to repeat this process. I will be back when I'm either at an interesting bit or when I'm finished. Okay, bye guys. Here we go, we're back. Okay, so I did all the fun stuff, and now I'm just going to play. So I am going to make them a little bit smaller, actually, because I changed my mind. We also lost a seagull. Unfortunately, I didn't quite make the grade in seagull prettiness. So that we had to go one off. There we go. So just playing around. Oh, it's so pretty. You can even see what I tend to do is I tend to copy, paste as. Now this means we're going to have eagle. You can see what I kept. Eagle. Where did eagles come in? We're going to have nice seagulls left to play with if we choose to. Then what I'm going to do is just have another look and see. I'm probably going to take a few seagulls out so I can just have a feel for who I want to get rid of, who's on the chopping block of the seagulls. And this guy's going to go. Probably this guy too. Maybe even this one as well. There we go. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, cool. And then the magic is I'm going to go back here, take some of our seagull friends, copy them like so, and paste them back in, and then just change their direction like so. This is just to kind of make it look a bit cooler. There we go. Let's have a look-see. And I'm going to have them flying upwards some more. So that's the rotate tool that I just used. Like so. There we go. And then I might even chuck one round here. So this guy, he got cut. So maybe he can come part A nearer to the, flip it nearer to the sea. So scale and like, so I'm going to have to go in close with this guy as well. I wonder. Maybe on this side. No, there's not enough seagulls. Okay. Zoom on in. Yeah, so I reckon let's make him a bit smaller. Looks like he's only got half a wing, but that's fine. We can't all have full wings. Take our eraser tool. Get rid of the fun stuff. There we go. And there we have seagull flying down low. There we go. Okay, oh, it seems like there's just a little bit that I've missed around these edges here. There we go. So that is how we add seagulls. You can't see, I just put my arms out there. Ah, seagulls. Looking very good, very cute indeed. So now what I'm going to do is just go on in and just, sorry James, this will really like annoy me if I don't get rid of it. There we go. It looked like a smudge on the lens. I'm also going to smooth around James's jaw. Mainly so his kiss face is a bit less weird. There we go. Merika, you look hot. Nothing to do to you. There we go. Looking good. Yay! Aww. Oh, very cute. See, that one makes all the difference because he's coming into the skyline. I like it. Okay. Export as. Save. And then I'm going to literally repeat that on the other picture. Oh. Let's copy the whole thing. Copy. And try and make it as different as we possibly can. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, but which one do I prefer? No, I prefer this one. Okay. And paste. So already I like this seagull here. I'm going to do this the super, super lazy way. One seagull. And paste. And scale. How big are seagulls in relation to people's heads? That's a great question. That's the only thing that's gonna like bugger this up for you when it comes to comping is both matching the lighting, and I chose ones that were backlit, but also scale is also a big one. Oh, it looks so cute already though. So let me take these bad boys out, and just, you see how I left some over, some little white bits because it was blending well. I'm going to take those out because otherwise they'll look scraggly and rubbish. There we go. Seagulls. Oh, so cute. I might make those guys a bit smaller though. Otherwise they'll look like giant seagulls. No one likes a giant seagull. Plus they're got to be a little bit behind because they're circling because they're hungry. There we go. Beautiful. Such beauty. Oh, and you can see a few little lines. My eyes are, no pun intended, eagle-eyed from all the editing that I've gotten used to over the years. There we go. Oh, this is so cute. And paste. And let's chuck another seagull in. Let's play with scale. Let's make the seagull smaller. So we don't want it to look like we just used the same seagull stock. Hey, what's going on there? Undo. I flattened it by accident. So the best way to do that is to just literally make them as sporadic as possible. Lots of flipping, lots of size reshaping, lots of just, goodbye seagull. Where did you go? There we go. There he is. Everything like that is the best way you can make things look as uncloned as possible. This is so nice. Let's bring this bad boy down a bit. And take them out. Oh, not blur them. Take them out. There we go. Looking good, guys. Some seagulls. Right, I'm good with that. Okay. Export. And done. So that's how I would put seagulls in my pictures, for all you people who are wondering. And then let's do some other editing. That one's just super cute as is. You don't need to do anything to that. This one I really like as well, but I'm going to get those people gone because God knows I hired that beach. I don't want it to be private. So just literally cloning it out. Really cute. And then we've got, let's have a look-see. This one, which is super duper cute. Marika, I love your face in this. So again, normal kind of editing that I would do on wedding photos is nice low opacity clone tool. Size is got to be kind of small because Marika's face is small in this. And then just taking out any dark shadows on your face, whether it be under your eyes or around the cheeks or just wherever there's a shadow really. I found that the majority of airbrushing and actually changing people's face to improve it doesn't come from like liquefying people's noses or even their chins when you're getting rid of a double chin. It's all about just changing where the shadow is. It's quite interesting. And if I want to do a sort of less airbrushed look, I will airbrush everything out like so, go to my undo history, go back to where I started cloning, which I think was here, and then paste it on. And then once that's gone on, I would literally just lower the opacity of that layer. There we go. So boom, it's airbrushing but less. There we go. Perfect. So I'll go for a save when that wants to play along. I'm going to put a seagull in this as well because it feels like it needs a seagull. But I'm only going to put one seagull in. I'm going to put two. Put these guys in. There we go. Because they're lovebirds, you get it? Lovebirds. Oh. Right, so I'm going to go in and I'm just going to, this is a bit lighter, so I'm just going to take out the little rim of light. That is it. Ruining my pictures. Okay. Again, we don't want it to look too photoshopped in. That'll do. And a bit more here. Cool. So 2 seagulls in. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Oh, so cute. And what else? This one's just adorable. Change nothing. And then this one of Merika is just beautiful. But what I am going to do is I'm going to brighten her dress up at the bottom because I don't want it to look stainy. So again, it's just cloning a lighter, whiter area. And just bringing it down. And if you're really like, oh no, but you'll lose the white dots, you can just literally, where does the colour go? Take a white dot, make it teeny tiny, and put your own white dots in, like so. Because fuck that. There are now white dots on Marika's dress again. There we go. Ta-da! Perfect. And probably take out this one. This one. Yeah, I'll probably take out that one piece of hair. Just because I'm a bit anal when it comes to hair. So just cloning like so. Marika's got a dodgy eyebrow style going on now. There we go. And taking a bit of her neck, which is very normal, and just using the darkness to just reintegrate shade back in where the hair was covering. There we go. Beautiful. And then another fun trick is reshaping hair a little bit. So, for example, I use this for everything that I want to liquefy. But this is eye warp, so in GIMP it's called liquefy. Sorry, in Photoshop it's called liquefy. In GIMP it's called eye warp. So I'm literally just playing with hair and just being careful to kind of move the landscape with me as I go. Just bringing out the hair like so. It's just going to help give it that extra bit of oomph. You'll see what I mean. Boomski. Boomski. Very, very nice. Yeah. I think it's pretty sweet. Lovely. Do I want to bring the dress? Nah, I like it as it is. Okay, export. We're on nearly half an hour. So half an hour and we've done how many pictures? Oh, plus seagulls. That took me ages. Yeah, so we're doing a good job. We're doing a good job. Right, okay. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Oh, let's show you how to take a curvy grip. Again, it's just endless cloning. So taking a bit that's not curvy gripped, but is the right shade and kind of matches, and just cloning it out like so. Boom! Fab. There we go. Right, happy wedding editing with your pictures. I hope you've enjoyed watching me do mine, and I want it to be next year already. Yay!